यहाँ से जाने वाली उम्र पड़ती है। अब करनी है सब लोगों ने बढ़िया जॉब कर दी भैया। प्रोफेसर अपनी प्रोफेसर
Madam, can we start?
We will start. It's already, I think, 5 minutes or so.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Respected Director of ICAR-CIFT, Dr. Leela Edwin, Principal Scientists and Heads of Divisions, Scientists of ICR Institutes and CIFT, Professors from colleges and agriculture universities, students, entrepreneurs, and ladies and gentlemen. As part of the Azadi ka Amrut Mahotsav, 75 years of independence, a national campaign on fish for health and prosperity is being jointly organized by the ICR, Central Institute of Fisheries Technology, and other Fisheries Institute of ICAR. To commemorate the event, a series of programs have been conducted and is scheduled by the ICAR-CIFT headquarters at Kochi and the research centers of CIFT at Mumbai, Veraval, and Visakhapatnam. As you all are aware, fish is very important to man since it provides food, it provides byproducts, helps in controlling diseases, and most of all, is a source of income and employment to a large population of the country. The nutritional significance of fish as a health food is known to many, but majority of the population are not aware of the benefits of consuming fish as a part of a daily diet. So, in order to reach a wider audience, such campaigns are organized, and today the Fish Processing Division of ICAR-CIFT is happy to reach out to young college students, entrepreneurs, and future stakeholders the importance of fish as a nutritious food and an important source of income. Today we have with us two of our senior scientists, Dr. Binsi and Dr. Mohan, who will be giving a talk on the latest trends and preferences in seafood consumption and trade, what you need to know, and also on the opportunities in fish processing sector and agri-business incubation. We have scheduled the talk for a duration of 30 minutes, followed by a short question and answer session. On this occasion, I have great pleasure in welcoming our director to this event. I also welcome all heads of divisions, scientists of CIFT and sister institutes, faculty members from different colleges and universities, students, entrepreneurs, and well-wishers to this event. I also have a request to the participants to kindly interact and reach out to ICAR-CIFT for any queries related to fisheries, harvest, and post-harvest technologies. We now start the program with the opening remarks of our director. Madam, please. Thank you. Madam, please unmute.
Okay. I'm sorry. So good afternoon to all. Dr. Bindu, Head of Fish Processing Division, heads of other divisions of CIFT, PME cell in charge, scientists in charge of our research centers, faculties of different universities, scientists of CIFT and other institutes, participants including research scholars, students, stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen. As Dr. Bindu was telling, Azadi ka Amrut Mahotsav is an initiative of the Government of India to celebrate and commemorate 75 years of our independence. The ICR has taken up this initiative by organizing national campaigns on various themes. And under this, ICAR-CIFT is leading the national campaign along with other fisheries institutes on fish for health and prosperity. We have been reaching out to the masses through different media and trying to emphasize the importance of fish in nutrition. As you all know, fish and fishery products are very healthy, very tasty, and very rich in nutrition. That's why the demand of fish is going on increasing, and it can be considered as a safe food. Today, you will be hearing 2 talks on fish for health. And coming to the institute as such, this institute, Central Institute of Fisheries Technology, was established in 1957. And it is the only national center in the country doing research in all aspects of fishing and fish post-harvest technology. We have research centers at Veeraval, Gujarat, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, and Mumbai, Maharashtra. The institute has been working through these years in improving fishing, making it sustainable through green technologies. We have been popularizing hygienic handling of fish, value addition of fish for domestic and export market. We have been working on modern packaging methods, different aspects of safety and quality of fish and fishery products, and developing machinery and equipment for processing and for waste management. And we are proud to tell you that our technologies have reached the farthest corners of the country through various flagship programs. And we have been giving importance to all stakeholders. And I hope and fervently wish that this message of fish for health and prosperity reaches all corners of the country through this national campaign. We are requesting those who are participating in this program to carry this message to your respective institutions, because fish is a very healthy food. Fish for health and fish for wealth. That is our tagline. So fish should be given due importance in all national, regional, and other programs taken up by the government and other agencies to eliminate malnutrition in the country. So with these few words, I would request the speakers to start the lectures. Thank you all. Thank you for participating in our national campaign.
Thank you, Madam.
I now call upon Dr. Binsi, Senior Scientist, Fish Processing Division. She has 13 years of experience, and she will be talking on the latest trends and preferences in seafood consumption and trade. What you need to know. Over to you, Binsi.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected Director, ICAR-CIFT, my dear colleagues from CIFT and various other institutions, entrepreneurs, and students from various universities, very good afternoon. Is it visible, the presentation? Slideshow is visible?
Yes, yes. Put it in presentation.
Thank you. So as already introduced, this is a national campaign on Azadi ka Amrut Mahotsav with the theme on fish for health and prosperity. And today's first topic is the latest trends and preferences in seafood consumption and trade. What do you need to know? This is ICAR Central Institute of Fisheries Technology with the headquarters at Cochin. We have various divisions on fish harvest, processing, quality assurance, biochemistry and nutrition, microbiology, and fishery engineering, covering the various aspects of fisheries. Coming to the topic, the fish consumption pattern in India, let us just go through the background of fisheries sector or the fish consumption, how it's going in India and various states. So basically there is around 60 to 70% of Indian population consume fish. But there is a real variation between the states. There are coastal states with huge consumption, maybe like 70 to 80% also it may go. Maybe 90%, it comes like once in a week, 90% of the population consume fish. It happens in West Bengal. So top fish producers and even consumers are Gujarat, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, and West Bengal. And the consumers also, it comes to Lakshadweep, it ranks first, then comes to Kerala, Goa, and West Bengal. This is a few figures just to see this one. It's nothing big things like total aquatic animal production in general. It's almost like 178 million tons. And the things that is the fish that is being utilized for human consumption is, you can just see 157.4 million tons. That means almost around 20 million tons. There is somewhere it's missing, somewhere it's going. Okay, and per capita apparent consumption is almost like 20 kg per year. That means annually each person is consuming around 20 kg per year. There is a difference in the data that is being calculated due to various intrinsic factors. Why we should eat fish? Why these figures are very important? Why we are speaking about this million ton stories? That is a main. Like India, we say we have million tons of fish production every year, and it's going up. It's some years it is almost like stagnant when compared to the previous. Aquaculture production is going up. See, all those stories we say, but it says that we are still in the malnourished children's. That is the major index. What is malnutrition status? We always take the malnutrition status of children in a country. So it says that you can see that that orange bar, it's extending like anything. So this is a World Health Organization's data that it is almost like 44%. That means almost like, it says like 1 in every 5 children in the world is malnourished. Malnourished due to various things, like it need not be always like the kid is not getting food. It may be like some factors are missing, maybe like protein, maybe some minerals, maybe some vitamins. Some things are missing in the diet that makes nutritionally insecure. That means more than 200 million Indians are nutritionally insecure, with 46% children being undernourished. So the reason what we are projecting is that it is mainly from multi-micronutrient deficiency. That means there is not single one, it's a multi-nutrient deficiency. Several nutrients are the responsible for. It's not, you cannot simply say it is protein malnutrition. You cannot simply say this is iron malnutrition, vitamin malnutrition. No, it is a multi-micronutrient deficiency. There comes the importance of fish. You see the composition of fish. It says that it contains protein. Yeah, 22% also it can. It contains fat. It contains many minerals. It contains almost like many vitamins. We have to, yeah, of course, vitamin C and all that comes from the vegetable source. But it contains all the major vitamin, or the which vitamins are required in more quantities. Those vitamins are almost present in fish. So it shows that it is a very, it can be called almost like a superfood. It contains everything. It contains even so several compounds that can effectively prevent many of the lifestyle diseases, including anti-diabetic and cardiac protecting. So many diseases it can prevent. So fish protein is a star. Basically, when we say the nutritional quality of fish, protein is the star. Why fish proteins are so superior when compared to chicken or any other? Soya, we call soya as a very good protein we call. So any other protein, why fish protein is superior. So protein quality, it's not always like the quality of food. It's not always in terms of quantity of protein that is present, but it is the quality of the protein that is present. You just see the proteins are made up of small amino acids. Amino acids are linked together, right? So if a particular protein in our body is to be made, all the ingredient, that is the ingredient is amino acid, all the ingredients that is required for that particular protein should be present together at the same time. Like you can have 15 amino acids now, and the rest of the 5 amino acids I'll take day after tomorrow. No, you cannot say like that. So if 20 amino acids are required for one particular protein, all the 20 amino acids are to be present in the body. You cannot postpone taking 5 amino acids later. So this is how the fish proteins, that becomes superior to any other. It contains all the essential amino acids that is required for the body to synthesize the essential proteins in the body. That means whichever can be supplied through the diet, the body will take. But whichever cannot be produced by the body, or whichever has to be produced within the body, as it contains all the proteins in fish that you can provide through fish protein. So that is how the fish protein is very superior. So it has got several things. In addition to that, there comes an unusual compound that is called the taurine. That is also very unique. When we say the fish, taurine has got several, including the stabilization of cell membrane, cardiac protective, and the brain and nervous tissue regeneration. So many functions it has got. So that is also has to be noted, that it contains taurine. Then another thing is major things. I'm not talking about everything, but just highlighting a few things. One is the protein and the other is the fish oil. So fish oil, we know, I need not expand everything. So that is even anti-arthritic, cardioprotective, cholesterol, means it reduces the cholesterol level, it protects diabetes. It is even having protective effect against osteoporosis, skin, hair health, then reduces the risk of depression. Several others are also there. Let's go to the crux of the subject. Now, it was just an introduction covering what is fish and why do we eat fish, why we are talking about fish. Now this is coming to the real scenario, Indian scenario. So this you can just see two photos. That is that domestic fish market. This is a better representation of domestic fish market. We have still very poor condition, hygienic condition exists in many of the fish markets in the country, but this is better. The right one is almost on the floor. Everything is on the floor. That is also there. So what I would like to say, that there is a clear-cut transition from traditional fish market. This is going to be called as traditional fish market in a few years. Right now we are calling it as the domestic fish market. So it is going to be retermed as traditional fish market, traditional domestic fish market, because there is another term that is going to be coming as the modern fish market. This is how the situation is going to be. There will be a clear-cut platform, there will be a clear-cut storage device, there will be kiosk-like things, then there will be cabins, there will be proper icing, there will be proper air, cool air, everything from the beach. So this is the transition from a traditional fish market from the modern fish market. This is the trend in the trade right now. It is the trend that is a moving, shifting trend from traditional to modern. An associated term here comes is the free home delivery post-COVID. This is a post-COVID trend. Like it's very difficult for us to go to the market, and the people don't want to go to the market and get the things in a crowd. So there comes a new trend, that is a new preference for getting the things online. So earlier we were just a bit hesitant, like getting the things online. We don't know how the product will be without seeing how can I buy, whether it is good or bad. Once it comes to my hand, it will be, it won't be good. Like in the market, you will be weighing 1 kg and you are paying 200 rupees. And once it comes to your hand online, it may be like half of the thing, 1 kg, 500 gram, you are paying the same thing or more. So many questions were there. So right now, this is the trend, that there is a clear-cut trend from the on-site purchase to online purchase. There are several online platforms for this one. This is even before COVID also, there were a few platforms were there which were giving the online delivery system. Right now there are several hundreds or thousands of online platforms have come. So they all are giving in different forms. You can see a clear-cut differences in the product style. There are some options are just whole fish, that is, some are like it's cleaned and cubes. Some are fillets, okay, and some are some products, some value-added products are there. Several options are projected. This is another, looks very clean, right? So one thing is we are not trying to project any brand or something. I'm just the major ones or the most popular things that people are looking for. So I've just compiled a few of the sites, a few of the brands here. This is how it comes. Then all these things, either you get it in live form, even live form it is there. Some people are trading the live fish as well. It can be in fresh form without any cleaning process, without going for any cleaning process. Some may be in chilled form, cleaned and chilled you may be getting, right? Some may be getting in the frozen form. Some markets, some onliners, they supply even the frozen foods, right? But the thing is then, what is the preferences? What matters? Which one we opt? Which one the consumers as such we opt? So maybe there are several factors for this one. Maybe like safety. The people are very much bothered about safety nowadays, because there were incidences of formalin, ammonia, pesticides, antibiotics, so many other things. Daily one is coming. So safety was a major concern. So whoever gives me a safer food, I opt that. My preference goes with safety, I can say, or whether it is nutritional value. Like there are so many foods, so many options are there in front of me, which one I should take. So I may just turn the packet in the back side. I'll see what are the nutritional things present in that one. So I may that may be one of the preferences for me. Maybe like I may look for something new, like some innovative products. Like I'm very much proud of the things that is occupying the market shelf right now, because if 10 products are there, 9 or almost 10 are of the similar type. So I don't want the same products again and again. I have consumed once or twice or thrice in a month. Now I want to try a different one. So maybe something new, that may be some of the preference. Or I may be more, inclined towards the appearance. The appearance wise, the first look, I should be impressed. Then only I'll take that product. So appearance may be one of the preference. Or taste. I give preference for taste. So whichever is tasty, I opt. Or it's a recent term, like convenience. Whether this product is more convenient for me, for my situation, my home, whether this product is more convenient, so I may opt this one. So there are several other factors also, like which is controlling the preferences, what matters the most. These are a few products in the similar line that you are getting the frozen products. Like it may be a combination of all the things which the preferences which we have mentioned. Like it may be something new for some people, it may be convenient for some people, it may look hygienic, it may look safe for some people, or there are the appearance wise, because it's very well packed, it is very well labeled. and even the nutritional factors, everything is given, and it's given by a trusted company, trusted brand, everything. So it may be a combination of all those things. So okay, this is an era of value addition. So there comes a new term, that value addition. Like, how do you add value? There are so many preferences by the customers, they project, but how do you add value to this thing? So there is a boom in demand for value-added fishery products, it seems, after COVID. So up to 2015, 2016, it was showing a trend, which was 2014, 15, it was almost like stagnant, it was coming to us. But after that, it seems almost 10% increase in value addition of seafood globally that is witnessed. So this is one of the basic simple example of value addition that shows all the preferences in consumption. Like, there is a misconception that when we say value addition, that should involve many machineries, that should be, the material has to be entirely converted to a new form, something like that. Then only you can call it as a value-added products. No, that is totally a misleading one. This itself is a value-added form, because you have added value to this. How it gives a different preferences. It looks very neat. Like the first one, it looks like it's safe for consumption because it's very nicely cleaned, and it is being placed on a serving plate or serving platform. Now, coming to the background, there is something like which gives you a hint of something very natural, very like organic. It's a leaf background. It gives you an impression of something organic, safe for consumption. Then it is very well clean. There is no waste for you. Once it is taken to your flat or to your house, there is nothing to be thrown out. So that is one of the things. So in many ways, the people see this as a convenient food. I can just take it home, and I can immediately, within 10 minutes, I can cook food. So in many ways, people may be giving preferences as per their situation. This is one of the best example that starts with value addition. So earlier we were all like, it should be in pot, black color pot, red color pot. The curry should be like yellowish, this color, this moli, or in any other, you call any other curry. The typical color of that curry should be like this. The fry should be like this. So there were so many preferences earlier, and that was for fish. Now, any dish, you get the fish in this form also. That is the most acceptable form. Somebody is cleaning the one, and it has been completely cleaned by them. It is completely handled or washed by them. It was completely marinated by them. It was completely, all the ingredients are decided by them. But still, if you get these things in hand, you are so happy that you can easily take it to home and you can cook. So this is a very, very, very recent trend that is being observed now, especially in the recent last 2-3 years. This is the situation. Now the people are asking even for the ready-made mixes and all, and the products are, accordingly, the products are in market. So the first thing is the demand and the arrival. So the demand was towards an easy form, and the product is already in the market. There are several. I have just picked up a few brands and I'm projecting it. Okay, now another sort of major value-added products. This is the breaded and battered products. This is worldwide, globally, this is an accepted products. Again, we have the people in line. There are several products in breaded and battered products, the flavored products. That's also, you see everywhere now, it is online. It's everywhere, it is home delivery. So that the home delivery is a term that is almost like it is fixed. You can see several number of brands in the market, like Fresh to, yeah. This is also a recent additions. So many brands. If you just spend 10 minutes in Google, you'll find so many brands in this one. Though there are certain ethnic and specialty products also there. That is also there are maybe some foreign products are also preferred by the Indians now. And there are certain cafes and hotels that serve specifically these specialty products. So another technology that has to be projected is the freeze-dried technology. For that, you get the product in a most dehydrated form. The product, after when you put it in water, you get the product almost in the similar form. So that is the dehydration technology, and the freeze-drying is that emerging technology, emerging thing, even though it was earlier considered as a very costly technology. Right now, we have several products in the freeze-dried categories. This is also one of the stakeholder picture that I have taken. Then another sets of the trend that has witnessed the trends towards instant foods. That is, several instant foods are there, even from seafoods category also. It has already occupied the shelves. Like you just pour some water and all the ingredients are there. Just heat for a few minutes, or the hot water you add, you get the food. See, this is very important, because most of the times what happens, we usually ladies, I'm just talking about the ladies, so by evening 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock also, probably we might not have decided what to be cooked for the dinner. Or morning also, after getting up, only we just maybe thinking about what to be cooked for the breakfast. So such cases, these things are the very instant solution to many such people. So this is also highly moving in the market, instant formulas for this one. And another one is convenience foods. So convenience foods comes under a big category, large category of foods actually. This is something like you are putting it in everything is mixed. You are getting a bowl of things which is mixed with everything, no cleaning, no processing, nothing. You are just maybe like microwave or oven. You are just heating for some time. You get biryani in hand, you get maybe fried rice in hand, maybe like fish fingers, everything. You just few minutes you heat, you get the things in hand. So there are several options of such things. Also, the people are looking for such options in the market, and which are gaining momentum in the recent years. In the convenience food, one technology has to be mentioned. We cannot live without that. That is thermal processing. This is the thermal processing retort unit that is there in the CIFT. So here also, this is a very useful technology, where the fish can be kept at room temperature for sufficient quite long time, like for 6 months, 7 months, and also without changing the taste, you get the product in hand. So this is one of the one of the product which I have just mentioned here. So we have one more thing has to be mentioned is extruded products. Here also, extruded products also may be the very common term, that is a kurkure type of products, where you get, it's basically snack based products, but usually the children like snack based products, such as this expanded or the extruded products. Usually they may lack many of the micronutrients, or many of the nutrients it may be missing, but the children, they quite often they like to have such products. So in such cases, if we can enrich such products with the micronutrients or the nutrients from fish, it would be a great one, great product in the market. And in that line also, CFT has worked quite for a long time, and this is some products are mentioned here. Another one is on-the-go products. On-the-go products, it's something like on the travel, while traveling, or sometimes like breakfast, or they may be missing breakfast, or they may be missing lunch, they may be missing dinner or something like that, or during work time probably they cannot take the proper food. So left side, which is that the fish bar, it contains all the micronutrients, all the food, all the ingredients that is required for a meal. So it is balanced with respect to energy, protein content, and carbohydrate and essential elements. So that can be taken as a meal, or even if you're traveling train or something, you need not parcel your food like meal in hand. You can have one fish bar in hand. So there are several such options available in the market. There are like which all I have mentioned so far. Some of the products also comes under that categories. That breaded and battered products also, some of the products comes under that categories. So there are this one I just recently saw this one as the smart foods. There is a category of foods that says the smart foods. Here also that basically they opt the technology of microwave steaming or microwave cooking, but it contains almost all the, this is also one of the reputed brand. I just took it, that's all. And here also all the ingredients, everything what is required for the preparation of that particular food is there. Once you heat it or microwave cook it, you get the final product in hand. All the ingredients are added and you get the final product in hand. So there are several such products in the market, several such options are there in the market. And coming to one of the things that is the nutraceutical. Nutraceutical means that you are taking food as medicine. There are several nutraceutical that is there in the that can be derived from fish. That is fish oil and fish protein, and all I have already told, but the hydrolysis from fish protein is one of the option. Then astaxanthin is, I'll show you some of the pictures of all those things. Chondroitin sulfate is there. There are calcium, fish calcium is there, squalene, it is several things. All these things are coming in the form of food. That is like either it can be even in egg. It is, some people are even, some are claiming that this is an omega-3 egg. That means the fish is fed with omega-3 and that comes to your the egg. Yeah. I think somebody is speaking. Mic is on. Yeah, fine. Thank you. There are certain products like even all these things can be incorporated in bread, biscuit, chocolate, or anything. It can be in the breakfast cereals, or it can be even in the form of gummies. Anywhere it can be added. So even such options are there in on the market. All these things are the transitional options. There were no, probably 10 years back, those things were not there. Probably in the last 10 years, you can see a number of options that is coming out in the nutraceutical industry alone. Seaweed is another important option that is resource from the marine reservoir. Actually, this can be called as a bank of bioactive ingredients. It can be directly taken, it can be taken in the form of yogurt. There are seaweed yogurts available, seaweed ice creams are available, seaweed gummies, chocolates, seaweed bread, biscuit, everything, because it's having a lot of health or biomedical, nutraceutical, then cosmetic effect. So many bioactives are there, including carotenoids, peptides, bioactive peptides are there. There are dietary fiber from seaweed that is also highly beneficial, and they have the property of treating and therapeutic as well as the prophylactic, preventing several lifestyle diseases. So there are certain biomedical products and nutraceutical options that the CIFT was working for years. That is also there's a collagen and collagen peptide, then hydroxyapatite, astaxanthin, marine melanin, calcitonin, and chiton. Chiton is one that is being derived from shrimp shell, because this is all basically derived from waste. So without talking about waste, we cannot just wind up the presentation, because waste is a major category. Waste is a major thing that is inhibiting the people from stepping into this business, because fish waste is almost like 50 to 60% of the total material handled, it may go as waste. So without finding a solution for waste management, people are very much hesitant to stepping into the fisheries or seafood business. So these are some of the nutraceutical as an option, as well as this is some of the biomedical options, where the collagen is one of the proteins that is being derived from the fish skin, fish scale, and fish bone. It is mainly present in all those things. So the same collagen our body also requires, demands in huge. So those collagen can be extracted very well from the fish waste. It's a hub of collagen, you can say. It is present, collagen is present in our bone, our tooth, as well as our skin, as well as, and especially this collagen along with the calcium minerals that gives strength to our heart tissue. So that is one of the focused area in research for the waste utilization, fish discard utilization. There is hemostatic skin pads are available from fish waste that heals up any injuries. That chitosan, which I mentioned, that has been derived from shrimp shell, that is also having very high industrial potential, including medical potential, nutraceutical, personal care formulations, and cosmetic formulations. So cosmetic is another important area where marine cosmetics is a major area where the industry is looking into. So there are anti-aging, antioxidant, anti-wrinkling, anti-whitening, that means anti-scarring compounds, then several anti-acne, anti-inflammatory. There are several things further. Only 6% in 2011, 6% of anti-aging cosmetics were occupied by the marine origin, but right now in 2018 it's almost like it has grown to 33% of the products. So that is one of the studies reports given, so that you can just imagine what is the growth rate of marine cosmetics. One of the major things, like there are seaweed based things, and there are collagen based things, are chitosan based, astaxanthin. These are all coming into cosmetic industry very fast, and there are several hundreds of other ingredients are coming into nutraceutical, biomedical, cosmetic, health foods, etc. Thank you very much. I have just covered, because we have only 30 minutes in hand to cover up the entire session. So I think I have covered, I have just gone through the major things to be covered in the trends, changes in trends and preferences in the consumption and trade. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Vinci, for the wonderful presentation. If there are any questions from the 1 or 2 questions we can take. Are there no questions? Then we go to the next speaker, Dr. Mohan.
Yes, madam.
Welcome,
Yes, madam.
welcome. Please carry on with your session.
I'll just share my presentation. Is it visible, madam?
Yes.
Slides are visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. Good afternoon to you all. Respected Director, Head of the Fish Processing Division, other heads of division, and my colleagues and the audience who has joined this webinar. Good afternoon to you all, and once again I welcome you all for this webinar in connection with the 75th year of independence. So my talk for the presentation is opportunities in fish processing sector and agri-business incubation. You all know that for any country, ensuring food security is an important task. So every country will be growing agriculture and other commodities, and even they are importing from other nations so that they can feed to their population. That is the every country's one of the main tasks. But if you see the world FAO's report, nearly 1/3 of the agricultural food commodities, irrespective of the commodity like agriculture or meat or fish, almost 1/3 of the what we are producing is getting wasted annually, and this is accounting to almost to $1 trillion. Such a huge amount of product or even the energy what we are putting in, the resources like land, water, everything is getting wasted. So processing assumes very important in this scenario. So I'll be discussing with you all on the processing of fish processing mainly. So before going into this presentation, I will just give a brief background. According to FAO definition, fish includes all the organisms, including plants and animals like fish, shrimps, crabs, cephalopods, mollusks, including the seaweed. All these are referred as fish. So you all know that fish is one of the important component of health. You take from head to toe. It is required for the brain development. That is, DHA is very much essential for the brain development, and the eyesight. The vitamin A is very much essential for this one, and then it reduces the risk of goiter by providing iodine. Nearly, we need 6 milligram of iodine per day for maintaining a healthy goiter condition. And it is also, fish is also, especially the marine fishes, is known as the friend of heart because of its high content of polyunsaturated fatty acid, with especially the omega-3 fatty acids. And it promotes the growth and muscle development of protein. And then it also promotes the skin and bone health by providing vitamin D, availability of vitamin D, calcium and phosphorus, and ultimately it helps in maintaining the immunity by providing selenium and zinc. So fish, normally, if you see the olden literature, we were seeing fish as a rich source of protein. But now we have to see beyond this one. It is not just limited to protein. It has vital nutrients which are very much essential for our body, like the omega-3 fatty acid, including the minerals and vitamins. It is also low in cholesterol, sodium content, and it is low in carbohydrate, and that's why it's regarded as low-calorie food. And another important aspect of fish variety is a variety of fish. If you see any land animals, means like chicken or other meat varieties, you have a limited options. But in fish, you have plenty of options like fin fishes, shellfishes, squids, cuttlefish, like that. So there are very options are available. So if you eat 100 gram of fish, I think Dr. Binsi has already mentioned, you get almost 18 to 22% of protein, nearly 0.5 to 5% of fat, and 1% of mineral. So if you eat 100 gram of marine fish, it provides almost 60% of your protein requirement, and then almost 10% of the fat required for the daily requirement, and nearly it will be sufficient to meet 10% of our calorie requirement. Apart from this, it also helps in providing almost 181% of vitamin B12, 53 and 50% of vitamin B3 and vitamin A. And again, it is also providing vital minerals like selenium, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. So fish we have to include in our daily consumption, daily diet, so that we can maintain our health properly. So many organizations out of 190 plus countries, more than 120 nations have recommended fish in their diet regulations. So World Health Organization has recommended consumption of 12 kg fish per annum. Similarly, other important organizations like American Heart Association, it also recommends to eat 10 to 12 kg. And dietary guidelines for Americans also suggests 12 kg per year. Even in India also, ICMR suggests eating 12 kg of fish per person per annum. So fish we have to eat for our healthy life. Currently, we are eating almost 6 to 8 kg, but under the Prime Minister's Matsya Sampada Yojana, we have set a target of, Government of India has set a target of 12 kg per year. So if you see the trend in the consumption of meat varieties, if you see this fish consumption, it has increased over the year, and it is the chicken also, it has increased from 3 kg in 1961 to almost 13 kg in 2017. Fish also, if you see, it was almost 7 kg in 1961, and it has reached almost 14 kg in 2017, and currently we have almost more than 20 kg fish is available for consumption. So an estimate suggests that India will become one of the second largest fish consumer by 2050. And we will be requiring almost 25 million metric tons of fish for meeting our requirements. And if you consider the global wise, almost 164 and 232 million metric ton is required for by 2025 and 2050. So that is a huge amount. Just production is not just sufficient. We have to process this so that it can be reaching to the needy people. So this is the statistics of fish production globally, and this is the different forms of fish consumption. Mainly, nearly 70% is consumed in fresh form or chilled form, and then followed by this frozen, then prepared ones like dried, cured, and canned products, and then the other non-food purposes. So even in India also, we have plenty of water resources, and then knowing the potential of this this Indian fisheries sector, right? This PMMSY has set a target in production to 20 million metric tons by 2024, and reducing the post-harvest loss by 18 to 20% from the current 18 to 20%. So all these things will require processing intervention so that we can use whatever we are producing sustainably without any wastage of the water. So India, if you see India, we are the third largest fish producer, and it ranks first in the inland capture production, and we are the second largest fish exporter also. So almost 70% of the fish is consumed within India, and nearly 10% of fish is exported. We are getting a revenue of almost 45,000 crores by this one, and this is also very huge. Almost 10%, 8% is used for reduction purpose like fish meal and oil production, and then post-harvest loss is very huge. Almost we are losing nearly 61,000 crore rupees by losing this valuable resources. So that's why the processing is very important. So why we have to do processing means it is to minimize the loss or waste of this valuable food commodity, and to meet the consumer preferences, because consumer will prefer in different forms like steak form or fillet form. So to meet that preferences, we can process this one, and to extend the shelf life. This is one of the important aspect, especially for fish, because fish is highly perishable. You all know that, and it will undergo spoilage very fast. So as soon as we are taking out of water, it has to be mixed with or added with ice in 1:1 ratio, so that its shelf life can be extended. And then we have to process into various forms so that it can be extended continuously. Then for supplying the safe food and also for making the profit. And processing, mainly it is categorized as a preliminary, primary and secondary processing. Preliminary processing is just handling of the fish, handling of raw fish, removing de-icing, and then again putting in boxes, and then transporting to processing industry or to the retail outlets. Then primary processing involves preparing fish by re-icing, dressing into different forms like fillet or steaks or any other formats, and then preparing it for onward transportation to different locations, including fish processing unit. That's where. Then the secondary processing involves actual processing, where it is made into various forms of processing like chilling, freezing, drying, canning, so that it will be reaching market and then finally to the consumer. So these are the different ways of processing. The conventional ones and advanced methods are given here. This can be simple chilling or icing, wherein we can extend the shelf life from 5 days to almost 20 days. And then apart from just chilling and icing, we can also use advanced techniques like vacuum packing, modified atmospheric packing, or intelligent packaging techniques, so that its shelf life can be extended. And in the case of freezing, we are almost converting the freely available water into completely into ice form, so that the activity of the bacteria and enzymes will be arrested, so that it will have an extended shelf life. Nearly 2 years is the shelf life for the frozen products. It can be done either using plate freezer or air blast freezer. And advanced method include cryogenic freezing, like brine freezing and other ones. Then curing and drying, here also by applying dry heat or by applying salt, we are removing the moisture and reducing the water activity level of the fish product, so that it can be extended its shelf life. Then the thermal processing, here we are applying heat energy to kill and inactivate the enzymes as well as microorganisms, so that it can be extended its shelf life. Nearly minimum 3 years of shelf life we can get in this thermal processing. Then extrusion and other ones are, these are categorized as value-added products, wherein we are converting the form of fish into different forms, so that it will have its acceptability by the consumer, and then it will have an extended shelf life. So why India can be recognized as a hub of fish processing means, it is, you all know that India is a fastest growing economy. It is the third largest economy after US and China. And it is the largest producer of many agricultural commodities, including India. That means huge fish is available, so that it can be processed and it can be exported. Then it is the second largest consumer market, and we have a huge number of fish processing units with very good facilities, like almost 600 fish processing units are there with European Union approval, and similar numbers are there for the non-European Union countries. Then proactive government, they are making positive policies and investment in key sectors like infrastructure creation and upgradation, and investor-friendly incentives are provided by the government, and there is a promotion of startups by the government, and availability of highly skilled and cheap manpower is another reason the India can become a hub of fish processing. So there are plenty of opportunities, especially in the fresh fish and chilled fish, because almost 70% of the fish is consumed within India, and mainly in the chilled and fresh form. And then apart from this form, marinated and value-added products are also like ready to cook and ready to eat products. They have very good potential for both domestic as well as export market. Apart from this, value-added products with Indian taste and flavors, they are also are expected to capture the market. And then apart from this one, it's not just the fish. Other ancillary industries like additive manufacturing, suppose if you say fresh fish, it's for its transportation, you need ice, you need containers. All these industries will grow simultaneously. So this additive manufacturing as well as the indigenized machine processing development will attract very huge investment in the coming days. And creation of infrastructure as well as skilled manpower is the emphasis by the government to help this sector. So this is the supply chain which is currently existing for both aquaculture and marine capture fisheries. From aquaculture, it can be brought by local buyer, and then it can go to local fish market and the common man. And then if it is brought by processing industry, it will be taken to factory and used for processing and transportation. Similarly, marine capture fisheries, it enters the landing center where it will go through auctioning, and then it can be either purchased by common man, or it can go to factory and then processed. So fresh fish, you all know that it is highly perishable. As soon as fish comes out of water, its degradation starts. So there are 3 stages why fish goes spoilage. That is, one is autolysis or self-digestion, which is by the enzymes present in the fish itself. They will start acting upon the proteins and other molecules, and they will degrade the proteins into lower molecular weight compounds. So that is called the autolysis or first stage of processing. Once this is started, then next stage like the microbial spoilage starts, and then simultaneously lipid oxidation also will start. So any processing techniques which aims these 3 or which is succeeding to avoid these 3 spoilages are successfully known. Means the bacterial action or even the enzymatic action can be reduced by simple use of ice or by inactivated by high temperature like that. So even the fresh fish itself, it can be processed into various styles, like this is the just gutted one. This is also gutted and headless gutted, and it can be made available to the consumer in different forms. A single fish can be made into almost 20 different varieties, and then it can be marketed. Then this is the flow chart for fresh fish processing. It is raw material is washed, dressed and washed, and then packed and distributed. And these are the minimum requirement for the fresh fish business. Nearly minimum 1,000 square foot of built up area is required, and we need very minimum facilities like potable water and ice, and then processing tables and chill room. This is the only facilities required for fresh fish business. Then we need ice, which is costing 2 kg to 10 kg depending on the type of ice. Then we need thermocol boxes, and then packaging material is required. And to extend the shelf life, we can adopt this advanced packaging techniques like vacuum packing, modified atmospheric, and active packaging. So the vacuum packaging will double the shelf life. Suppose if you get to 5 days or 10 days shelf life in the iced fish, you can get almost double than that one. But it requires initial capital of almost 1.5 to 4 lakh. And if it is modified atmospheric packaging, suitable gases like carbon dioxide or nitrogen and oxygen will be flushed in the pack, and then it is stored. And this also almost 15 to 35 lakh investment is required. It extends almost 3 times the shelf life of fresh fish. So this is the requirements for the frozen industry. We need, like in the case of fresh fish, other than chill room, we need a freezer and then a storage of -18 degrees centigrade. Then these are the facilities required for that one. And for a small scale unit, only machineries of 34 to 47 lakh is required. If it is a big export unit, we need 8 to almost 13 crore of machineries investment is required. And shelf life almost 9 months to 2 years we will get. These are the industrial freezers normally used in the industry. This is a vertical or horizontal freezer, air blast freezer of different types like tunnel, spray, spiral freezer or batch type of air blast freezer. And then brine freezer, either using liquid calcium or brine, sodium chloride, or even the very high sophisticated, high costly materials can be frozen using liquid nitrogen freezers. And then other than that whole fish freezing, the meat can be removed and then it can be concentrated with the water washing, and only myofibrillary protein can be packed. This is known as the surmi, and normally it is frozen in 10 kg blocks, and then it is used for the developing various value-added products like analog products. This is also will have a shelf life of 2 years in the frozen storage condition. And these are the requirement for the battered and breaded fish products. Minimum investment required is almost 45 lakhs to 62 lakhs. This is almost same as that of the frozen storage unit. Only difference is we will have a forming machine or the breading battering machine, and then a tray sealing machine, because this product has to be packed in tray so that it can retain its shape properly. Then other category is the marinated fish product, which is gaining very much popularity. India has very varied tastes and other preferences depending on the state. This advantage can be utilized so that variety of ethnic products can be prepared and stored in either chilled or frozen condition, and then it can be marketed. Then ready to eat fish products, like in the case of metal cans or retractable pouches, this can be, the advantage of this is this product can be stored at room temperature without requirement of refrigeration or freezing facility, because we are inactivating all the bacteria present in the food by applying very high temperature under increased pressure. And these are the different containers which can be used. It started with glass container, then metal containers, and recently rigid plastic containers and retractable pouches are also being used. So these are the industrial level retards which are available. Even in India also they are manufactured. This is horizontal type of retard, and this is the vertical type of retard. Retard is simply, it is like a autoclave only, which we are using in the media preparation of microbiological laboratory, but it is of a bigger capacity wherein we can maintain the temperature and pressure uniformly. So this is another technology, advanced technology like water immersion retard. Here the water is pumped inside the chamber so that the product gets uniform heating, and its nutrient loss will be very less. So retractable pouch compared to metal can, it has an advantage of reduced heating. It means we can process at reduced heating time. Almost nearly 48 to 58% of reduction in process time is achieved in this retard pouch. So if you reduce the process time, the nutrient loss will be reduced in the retard pouch products. Another processing method is the extrusion technology, wherein this is normally used for cereal-based products to increase the acceptability of the product. Here, it is having a very puffed texture so that the kids also can accept it easily. So this cereal products, you know that it is having a very low protein. So we can incorporate fish up to a tune of 15%. So that you get the same texture, same crispiness. And it can be either single screw extruder or twin screw extruder. Single screw extruder is used for making noodles and other products. It is a raw product. It has to be dried and then preserved in dried form. Whenever we are eating, it has to be prepared again. Whereas in the case of twin screw extruder, it is completely dried product we get, just like snack products, and it can be ready to consume without any further cooking. So this is the twin screw extruder, which is available in our institute, and there are different types and shapes of these shafts can be used for developing variety of products. So curing and drying is another important technology, although it is a very old technology, but still almost 20% of the fish is processed using this technology. It is still consumed widely. And normally we remove moisture from the fish so that bacterial action as well as the enzyme activity can be reduced so that it can be extended. We can get a shelf life of minimum 6 months to almost 1 year shelf life. So this is the present dried fish market in many of the cities in India. It is dried fish. If it is marketed like this in open condition, it can easily attract the moisture as well as the insects and other infestation can be possible. Can be packed in packs or bulk pack so that we can get a hygienic product. We can provide hygienic product to the consumer, better shelf life. And these are some of the dryers we have developed in our institute by the engineering division. We have variety of dryers so that we can produce this fish in a hygienic way. So smoking is another important technique wherein the product, fish or any product is exposed to hot or cold smoking. Normally it is initially it was done for improving the flavor, but because of its polyphenol content, it can also act as a preservative and it can extend the shelf life. We can get a shelf life of in chilled condition almost 2 months shelf life we can get if we are smoking properly. And this is one of the important product from northeastern India. It's a fermented fish product wherein the fish as whole is placed inside this earthen parts after cleaning and garnishing with oil inside, and then it is closed. This fish along with salt is also added so that it will undergo anaerobic condition and a product like this is obtained. This is one of the famous product in northeastern region which has a very good economy. And another product which is possible is the fish sauce. It is like this silos can be used just similar to the wine production. Here also we can use fish, mainly the small variety of fish added with the salt can be placed inside, and then it can be stored almost for 6 months to 1 year so that we get a clear solution like this sauce and it can be marketed. And in most of the Asian countries, this fish sauce and fermented fish products are having very good demand. So apart from this conventional methods, we can also employ advanced processing technologies like high pressure processing, pulse light, pulse electric field, microwave, ohmic, ozone processing, ultra high temperature, accelerated freeze drying and irradiation. But most of these technologies, India, it has not penetrated into the market. It is still in the nascent stage. Only for the liquid products like milk and other fruit juices, this technology is already applied. So in a nutshell, so processing fish products which can be marketed, we have a variety of options starting from fresh to semi-processed to dried, then pickles, value-added products, ready to eat, and even the waste utilization, and then applying advanced processing and advanced packaging techniques. We can have an array of products from fishes. So these are some of the fishes, the products which are possible from fish resources. This is ethnic ready-to-eat products, and then advanced technologies including active and smart packaging technologies, and then development of biodegradable packaging material from fishery waste as well as other material. It can also be done. And then apart from fish, we can also develop various, CIFT has developed various seaweed based products like cookies, then snacks and other noodles and all. This also, there is an option for utilizing this seaweed products. Then we have optimized many of this many of the products from waste, like fish meal and oil, which is traditional product. Then utilizing shellfish wastes, we have developed technology for production of chitin, chitosan, glucosamine hydrochloride, gelatin, collagen, and hydroxyapatite, and even the other products like this. So this is the pilot plant facilities what we have. Almost 13 different process lines we can do here, starting from chilled and frozen to even advanced packaging, or even collagen peptide and protein hydrolysate can be prepared in a semi-commercial level. So over the years, we have established all these facilities. So now the trend is means how to improve the entrepreneurship development. So whatever the facility we have, using this facility, we are offering to the interested incubators or startup companies, so that they no need to invest on these machineries initial stages. So if they are success, if they are confident that they can release their products, any value-added products or any products from waste utilized products, then only they can think of investing. So initial stage, they can use the facilities established in the institutes, and then they can come up with a product which is marketable. So this way, Agri-Business Incubation Center, which is established in 2009 in our institute, is playing a vital role in developing entrepreneurship. So we have initiated this. This is the first ABI, or it was known as a Business Process Development Center, which was started in 2009, and by now I think we have almost more than 200 registered incubators are there, and then more than 120 incubators are successfully graduated from this. So any entrepreneurs or any person, or even the students, if they are interested in taking up this business to the market, either for fresh fish or frozen fish or ready to eat fish, or even the value added products, even the simple pickle and all, they can come to CIFT. They can work with scientists, and then they can use all the facilities available in CIFT, so that they can release their product into the market. So what we offer is, we offer as office space and then pilot plant facilities, and we provide training to them, and then whatever product they are doing, they can test in our laboratories, and they can also access our journals and other books from the library. So these are the facilities we are offering, and almost 121 registered incubators have already successfully, they have graduated, and nearly 21 firms have taken the office facility. We have the provision to provide office facility with 2 tables and chairs and other things with computer and net connectivity. They need to pay nominal amount of 2,500 per month, and then they can use all the facilities. So this is one of our graduated incubator. He has registered for preparing the cleaned fishes and marketing the cleaned fishes. And this is for the extruded snack, the Pranos company, which is registered for developing extruded snack based product. Now they have almost released almost 15 different varieties of products. So this does not contain any prawn or fish. It is only flavor is added in the cereal based product, and then it is marketed. It is marketed for price like 5 rupees or 10 rupees, which is easily purchased by any of the consumers. Then this is for the ready to eat products. One Chennai based company, Monsoon Bounty, we have optimized and provided technology for ready to eat fish in can and retortable pouches. And this is by the initiation of government of Kerala, KSCADC. They have taken the technology of producing this ready to eat Kerala dishes like fish curry, prawn roast, and other fish based products. This is one engineering students. They came up with making ethnic product like Kallumakkai Narachadu. It is a famous product from Calicut. So they were doing their, they were in their graduation time, they had visited our institute and they registered as an incubator. And now they are successfully marketing. They have their product is available in Amazon also, and they are diversifying that one, and they have got the startup status also. This is another technology we have transferred to another student group. They are making this spirulina and seaweed based cookies, and then they are also elevated to startup. Their product is also available in Amazon. And this company has received almost $10 million investment from a PIE firm for further development. And we are also giving technology on fish pickle. Fish pickle, it looks very simple, but you have to ensure that same taste and the consistent quality. For that, you require a proper training and guidance. So otherwise, pickle can be, anybody can be produced, but maintaining the quality and consistency, that is one of the important criteria for successful business. So these are the 3 students who came from Ladakh region, and they came under a Napora fellowship program, and they came for a 1-month training, but they came from hilly region like Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. So because of its unique product, Rainbow Trout, we made them as an entrepreneurs, and now last year they have already marketed 1.8 metric tons of fish they have shipped from Kashmir to many cities, including Kochi, Trivandrum, and Bangalore. They are airlifting the product in chilled form. They are supplying chilled rainbow trout to the many business facilities. So they have registered as a startup company also. And in another initiative, we have developed almost 4 different value-added fish products units at Himachal Pradesh. They will be doing almost all the value-added products we have showed, like batter products, pickle, and other things. And then we are also producing, means we are also in line with establishing 1 unit for the ready-to-eat products like canned and ready-to-eat means pouch-based products in Kulu. And this is the dried fish, exclusively hygienic dry fish store established by our engineering division in Kochi. So normally fish stalls or fish stores, if we see, normally we close our nose because there will be so much smelling. So this is almost like a dry fish the dry fruits market, like that facility we have created, and it is marketed and it is running successfully. And we are also in doing this one through ABI. We are giving support to many of the young entrepreneurs through many organizations like KIED, District Industry Center, then Department of Agriculture, or even through college. They can contact us and they can come over here for developing any of the products. So these are the successful student entrepreneurs. One is Mr. Sriraj. He has developed this profitable and efficient fish and biowaste management system using black soldier fly. Another one is this spirulina based cakes and biscuits by Mr. Najib. And another student, Mr. Hari Babu, he has developed the device for measuring the quality or freshness of fish. And branding is one of the important aspect of marketing any of the products. We at ABI, we are helping the entrepreneurs to develop their own brand. These are the brands which are available in India for fish related brands. And these are the brands we have assisted in developing this for these entrepreneurs. So in a nutshell, through our ABI, we have transferred the technology to almost 57 clients on value-added fish products, different like coated products, dried and pickle-based products. And nearly 4 clients we have transferred the ready-to-eat fish products. And many clients we have transferred this seaweed-based products. And then this is the almost 13 clients we have transferred this products from secondary products or like fish waste based products. So this is the promotional materials we have developed, and we have received many awards in the course of time. And we have partnered with many of the organizations from Kerala as well as other states. And this is our media visibility. Thank you all. So anybody who is interested to do any business related to fish processing or developing products, you are all welcome at CIFT on behalf of our director. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mohan. Very interesting session. If there are any questions. Is there any question in the chat box? There is one. How the processing time is reduced in retort pouches compared to canning?
Yeah, okay. So retort pouch will have a thin configuration, whereas in the case of metal cans, it will have a fixed diameter. But in the case of retortable pouches, its thickness is very less. So depending on the thickness, the heat penetration takes place, because normally the heat penetration starts from the sides of the container till it reaches the center point of that container. So that distance from the sides to the center point is very less in the case of retortable pouches compared to metal cans. That's why the reduction in process time is achieved.
Any more questions? Madam? Does the participants have any more questions? Or shall we wind up?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll just find out. Dear participants, our director is a little busy. So we will wind up. Thank you, Dr. Binsi and Dr. Mohan, for your very interesting presentations. I'm sure it is very informative to the young participants. I thank all the participants. We have had nearly around 300 participants, and many more had registered online, because we said we'll be issuing the e-certificate. So many more had registered online. So I thank all the participants who have registered, and also those who are present here today. And I wish to thank our director, because she is the main source of inspiration and guidance, and also Dr. Shankar, who is the principal scientist and PME cell in charge, for the valuable support and guidance for the conduct of this program. I thank all my colleagues from the fish processing division, and also all the participants for spending a valuable time with us. Thank you, one and all. The meeting is over.
Thank you.
And shortly we will be logging out.
Thank you, madam.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Ma'am, Kansa, she has raised her hand. Anything to be asked?
Yeah, Kansa, have you come to India?
You are mute. You
You're
have.
mute, please.
You are mute.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
Kansa.
Hello, yeah. I'm Khamsa, Senior Research Assistant at White Nile Research Station. 2018, I came to India
Okay.
and attended the course.
Yes,
Okay.
Kansa. Remember.
Yeah, we remember you very well.
And
I
now
thought you were coming in India.
now I'm at my station at Sudan.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
And attend this webinar with you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kansa, for attending. Thank you.
Nice to be with you.
Mr.
Thank you,
Azadi,
madam.
something, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Dr.
Yeah,
Bindu.
please ask.
Thank you, Dr. Binsi and Dr. Mohan, for your wonderful presentation. I'm from the coastal area of Kerala, Alappuzha, and there it was very informative, and the classes, the lectures were very informative. Can I get the contact details of CIFT?
Okay. I'll just put it website. We have a website for all the students who are still there.
Okay.
I have typed the website address. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I shall get it from there.
Yeah.
And also our phone number also you can put 0484 2412. Mohan?
Yes, ma'am. I have put, ma'am.
Okay.
This is the phone number. You can contact and you can inform the person whom you want to talk. Then they will connect.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
The e-certificates will be issued shortly. Actually, around 600 people have registered, but here I saw only 300 people. So let's see how it, we have to get certificates ready and verify, and then it will be sent to you within the week.
Thank you.